Yo, man, what's up? Back with episode 14, man. My brother Mo, brother Elijah, man. Sorry to Tim and Justin who aren't here today. Got to take care of responsibilities and everything, man. First off, I just want to, shout out to us, man. Yeah. Shout out to us, man. 14 episodes, man. Staying consistent, man. Like
14 deep.
14 in.
We took off a Super Bowl.
Yeah,
yep, we did.
So I appreciate y'all, man, for real, for the consistency. Appreciate everybody who's viewing, man. Keep viewing. We got a lot of things cooking up, so let's get to it, man. Yeah. Let's get to it. We starting off another name. Y'all want to finish
we
up?
Finishing what we on now. We left off talking about Kyrie, and
just
Caleb saying he's in the same breed as Kobe.
No,
myself and Mo.
I said Kobe has
vehemently disagree.
I'm not saying he's
you
Kobe.
did offline. Mm-hmm.
I like
behind
Kyrie.
the scenes, you did say that
he was of the same.
Kyrie
he's the
elite.
next Kobe. You said that.
So
I
the
go on record saying
conversation
that.
shifted.
Kyrie is elite.
To does Kyrie elevate an organization on his own?
No.
That's our argument. That's what we've been saying.
How many? And again, I asked you.
He's only had
how many
one
players
chance
in the league right now? How many players in the NBA right now that's lifting franchises? Okay, you can use your man Chris Paul. Okay, he's brought guys to the playoff.
I don't even have to say that.
Okay, you can use Chris Paul. All right. Only other guy that I can think of that's like that right now in the NBA still is Bron.
Steph Curry.
Okay, Steph Curry, Bron.
Giannis.
KD. You just like Giannis' ring. They're questioning his ring.
Why?
Why are they? Why are they questioning it? Why
I never heard anybody
they
say
saying that his
question it.
I just talked to Najee this morning hooping. He said that ring is fluke. People are saying his ring is fluke because it was a riddled East that was hurt. Okay, so they're discrediting that ring. We already saying that Middleton. That people aren't saying that Middleton can't get it done as a guy if Giannis go down.
He can't. I've said that
as he can only win a couple games.
So when we come to guys, I'm talking about like lifting franchises. Who's going to Milwaukee as a free agent?
People might go there now.
Who's going to Milwaukee as a free agent?
Anybody could now because they are a winning organization now.
Is it still a small market?
Yeah, but Giannis made them a winning organization.
Just because they're a winning organization, are they still B-list? Because to our
depends on what kind of player
Damian
you are.
Damian Lillard brought the Portland Trailblazers to the Western Conference Finals.
That elevates the organization.
That's a winning organization, right? Why ain't nobody going to Portland?
But that's not the conversation we're having.
The conversation is about guys in the league.
Because that was a one-time thing, obviously.
Yeah, hold on.
They ain't been there yet, and they've been there since.
What guys in the league can elevate an organization?
To be a championship team, right?
Mm-hmm.
What guys are there? LeBron?
Chris Paul?
Nope. Chris Paul ain't won a ring. They haven't even made the championship. All right, I said you can use Chris Paul for elevating.
Got to the finals last year.
Got to the finals. You said
getting
there. He's getting to the biggest stage. So can you elevate
one time in his career out of 17
biggest
seasons? Okay, so we can use Chris Paul and LeBron,
Giannis,
Steph Curry, and you say Giannis. That's 4 guys, right?
KD. I'm gonna say KD. If I have a team on if
KD ran to Golden State.
If KD
hasn't done it by himself.
If KD comes to my team is going to automatically be high probability to the Eastern or Western Conference Finals off rip. So KD on my team.
That's any team for real. Any team that KD goes to,
that's what I'm saying.
The scale goes up automatically because he's one of the greatest players.
That's what I'm saying.
Y'all saying y'all don't feel that effect is not carried on Kyrie either?
No. I don't think. I don't know.
I don't know. I have mixed feelings. I mean, I think he boosts. I believe he boosts your probability, but not on the same scale as KD.
When you look at the players that we're talking about, when you look at,
it's only one player in the NBA right now. If they come to your team, you know for a fact you're going to the finals, and that's Bron.
Well, that's to the finals, but we're talking about if I'm elevating the organization, getting to even though we're downsizing.
I think you could say that about Giannis now. To be honest with you.
Even though we're downsizing it because it's not the finals, Eastern Conference, Western Conference Finals are, the 2 hills under the peak, right? So if I bring a player here and I automatically get there, because it's hard to get to the finals and win the finals in the NBA, but getting there, that's a player that can elevate you. If you put KD on any team, that probability of me getting there shoots through the roof because that's how good KD is. And then people like playing with KD. You don't ever hear anybody come back and saying that KD was a problem in the locker room and they don't like playing with KD.
He a role player. He's the greatest role player of all time. I'm always going to say that, bro. Kevin Durant is the greatest role player of all time.
Yeah.
People gonna say I'm crazy. People gonna say I'm whatever.
I can't say that, man.
People gonna, you know what I'm saying? Oh man, what's wrong with this idiot? But when KD is the guy on any team, number one, and he has to lead his team, when has he got his team over the hump?
He got OKC to the finals.
Okay, no, he got Westbrook, James Harden, and KD got to the finals. Not KD by himself. When those guys split.
But if KD's not on them teams,
if KD's on Brooklyn,
the probability don't just fall a little bit. It drops. Like, let's be honest. Like, KD not on them teams, it's not just they drop a little bit.
Though. That's to Caleb's point.
That's
though.
my point. Like when you take LeBron, when LeBron was in Cleveland the first year, Cleveland's economy was up here. LeBron leave, everything leaves. Okay, then Bron goes to Miami. Okay, Miami's still a hot destination, but that's when he becomes the best player in the league. Okay, and prowess, everything. He leaves Miami. Okay, Miami doesn't get back to a finals until the bubble, right?
Facts.
So now you put Bron back in Cleveland. Now all of a sudden Cleveland is back as far as like top ranked in everything that they do. He won a ring. Okay. Economy, everything's booming. Cleveland is now a destination where they're bringing in pieces to win rings.
People getting jobs.
People getting jobs. You know what I'm saying?
The stock market is up.
Businesses are coming back. KD left OKC. OKC still Chesapeake Arena. Chesapeake Energy Arena is still OKC. Bunch of cows and nothing else out there. KD leaves OKC, goes to Golden State. Okay, he goes there to a team that won 73 games. They already won a ring. They beat you in the playoffs 3-1, and you get 2 rings.
Bron got the economy moving.
Bron get everything. Nobody carries that type of. Nobody is carrying that.
Right. All right. Let's get
so
back
it's
on.
one player. So Kyrie, if y'all are saying that Kevin Durant the probability boost with Giannis the probability boost, we're talking about Kyrie, a guy who can give you 25 a game a night, who also has proven that he can do it in the playoffs and in the finals. So he had the stint with the Celtics, younger team. Brad Stevens didn't, the system, it didn't work.
But that's the perfect opportunity though for you. We're saying,
who is that a perfect opportunity?
We're saying for Kyrie, we're talking about the initial topic is who elevates the organization. It was the perfect scenario. Rookies, you're the man. You instill everything. To Mo's point earlier, Kobe made the organization go. He made other players play better. Kyrie had that opportunity. He didn't make them play better. Now, what Kyrie does is he gives guys confidence when he's playing because he's good, but he don't necessarily make them better.
Confidence is the key. If you're
it's not always the key. It's not always the key. I'm just confident because you're on the floor. So I know you can score. So I'm gonna play a little, but that don't make me a better player. That's what I'm saying. It don't make me a better player. Does that make sense? What I'm saying?
That's kind of like how I feel.
It does not make
Draymond.
sense to me.
If
somebody on the court,
Kobe gave people confidence, but he made them better players too at the same time.
Kobe instilled fear in guys. If I pass you the daggone basketball, you ain't got no choice but to make it because I ain't gonna pass it to you another 20 times.
It's both. It is definitely both. It's definitely that like he did put fear in people, but also
fear.
You had guys that were not known to do certain things, like Shannon Brown. Like he was known for one thing: jumping out the gym,
being an athlete.
And now
made him better.
When you get a ring,
shooter, he turned into a shooter.
He turned into a corner 3 shooter.
He was playing defense,
defender, going up top.
That's all. He came out of Michigan State doing that, guys.
No, he did not. He didn't come out of Michigan State as a shooter.
Not a shooter, but a defender, a guy who can score.
But we're talking about
in the league, he didn't
elevating
score.
Right? That's the Kobe effect, right? I take it back to the Olympics. Everybody that was around Kobe, they came back playing better. Like he makes people better. When Kyrie's on, he don't do that. Like they play with a little confidence because okay, we know, but they're not. Are we getting better as an organization, as a player? Every week from week to week am I getting my guys better? I don't see Kyrie as a leader like that. I don't see him like it. I see him like you see Kevin Durant. He's a great number 2. He's not the helm. He's not the train that makes it go. He's a number 2.
I understand that.
That's what I'm saying.
Out there, who was on Brooklyn? Who was in that 5 with Brooklyn last night?
I didn't watch the game.
I didn't see the end.
Seth Curry, Kyrie, Bruce Brown, James Jones, and Drummond. Against Giannis, the defending champs.
But we're hanging too much weight on this one game, though.
No, it's not about just the one game.
One game.
This one game is important because they
need all of them.
No,
they need all of them.
They're 8th in the East. He only can play away games. Kevin Durant is not playing.
Right.
James Harden just left, and they have nothing else out there. This guy is. If you watching the games, I'm talking about watching Brooklyn play. They're winning. They're in chance to win games because of one person, bro.
It's one game.
Well,
it's the first game after the All-Star game. It's one game after the All-Star game.
It's not just the one game.
They haven't even played more games yet. We're hinging up on this one game.
It's not just the one game.
I want to know where all this was before James Harden left, though. He could have even used that opportunity to be this great elite player him there.
He's been scoring, bro. He's averaging 25 this year.
But they still on the cusp of not making it to the playoffs.
No KD. James
Harden
Harden just blew it up.
Harden.
This is why we getting on Westbrook. This is the same reason we getting on Westbrook. You're supposed to be a superstar all-star player. When my main guy's down, why are we not winning games? Why are we losing games? Why are we struggling? Why are we this low in the bracket? Same thing with Kyrie. All these guys are down. You're just good. Why are we this low in the bracket?
If you have that pedigree.
They dropped those games when Kevin Durant was out. We cannot blame this guy. If they're on,
I'm not blaming. I'm just saying though.
We can't put the problems. If they got a 6-game home stint, Kyrie is not on the floor. So if they go 0-6, that's not Kyrie's fault. He's not playing.
Kyrie better come out and average 30 every game because he's not playing.
He's averaging 25 right now. That's the part that I'm trying to get to.
So are we saying right now, if New York does not lift up these protocols for COVID, then it's no way that he can't prove who you're saying he can be or that he is, because
they win
he's letting his team
I got an even
down
better
now.
question. If we take Kyrie and put him on New York, do they become a playoff organization?
Yes.
Did they win? Did they start
New York
winning?
Knicks?
If you put him on the Knicks?
Yes.
Him and RJ Barrett.
No, not Barrett. I'm taking.
You're just saying. You're just saying Kyrie by himself.
No, Kyrie.
That's what I'm saying.
Add
If you
Kyrie to the piece of what New York has right now, you enter in a closer. You enter in a guy who can make free throws. You enter a guy who doesn't turn the basketball over.
So they're Eastern Conference Final. They're getting that good.
The Knicks.
They bound.
Where were the Knicks? Were the Knicks in the playoffs this year? This past year that we just came off of? Were they in the playoffs? Mm-hmm. Okay. Did they have any? Who? Yeah, they was in the playoffs, bro.
And then what?
Trey Young. Trey Young.
Oh, yeah, you're right. Yeah.
And then what they turn around to do this year? Show you who they really are.
Who do they have? Who did the Knicks have?
They had the same team they had last year.
Who's closing out Knicks games?
Julius Randle
closing out Knicks games.
They're sitting.
Imagine if you went
sitting
to the
their best player, Kemba Walker.
They showed you who they really are this year. They had the same team they had last year.
But imagine if you got a Kyrie and a pick and roll situation with the Julius Randle who's coming off of a good season, and you're playing, and then you got guys that can play around them. The Knicks are better, bro. Okay,
I agree they're better, but I'm saying I don't think they're elevating to the level that you're saying Kyrie elevates teams.
They're not going ECF. Not soon as Kyrie lands.
Yeah, that's all I'm saying.
They're not.
I think Kyrie is the most elite player. Like, I agree with you. Skill wise,
he's elite.
Nobody's touching Kyrie.
We're not saying that he's not an elite player.
Skill-wise.
What we're saying is that he ain't taking you to the mountaintop.
I think we're talking about
right
other
away.
I think
How
we're just
many?
not
That's
talking
what I'm
about
saying.
skills. We're talking about other attributes. We're talking about other.
All right,
attributes.
let's leave it at mountaintop. How many players in the NBA right now, if they go to another team, they become mountaintop?
Giannis, Bron,
Chris Paul.
I'm not saying Chris Paul.
I'll say Chris Paul.
All right, so what do we define as mountaintop?
I say
Just
Eastern Conference.
Are we just
Western
talking about
Conference.
conference finals?
bound? Yeah,
That's it?
ECF or
So you don't
WCF.
think Kyrie can get a team to the Eastern Conference Finals?
Not by himself, no.
I don't think so.
If you put KD out there on the floor right now, and then Kyrie becomes the main guy throughout the time they get to the
He's
Eastern.
got KD though. KD is a Finals MVP.
Well,
come on.
he shouldn't have got that.
Best
Anything-
scorer in the league.
He's not the best scorer in the league.
Let's not talk
Kyrie is
crazy.
the best scorer in the league.
Let's not talk crazy here.
Kyrie Irving
I know
is
he's
the best
flashy.
scorer in the league.
Let's not talk crazy here, dog.
Kyrie Irving, the best scorer in the league.
Let's not talk crazy.
Off the dribble,
Let's not
off the
talk
catch,
crazy.
in the post, Kyrie's the best scorer in the league.
Let's not talk crazy.
I'm on record saying it.
You
right
can be
now.
on record, but
Kyrie the best scorer in the
that's
league.
ridiculous. Kyrie is not a better scorer than Kevin Durant.
Yes, he is.
I know you have a disdain for Kevin.
I don't
but
have
let's not do that.
Don't put that on me. I told you I don't have a disdain for KD at all. I have a disdain with
Bruh.
the fans they're claiming and they're putting the mantra of greatest in the NBA, best in the world
only
on KD.
Thing that
And they're saying that
Kyrie
because he lost.
does better than Kevin Durant is dribble. That is it.
Okay, and the only thing that Kevin Durant do better than Kyrie is shoot.
Is shoot, post up, drive, dunk.
Y'all don't watch. That's
Like,
what I'm saying. Like, you don't watch
we do
Kyrie's
watch.
game. This man can score in the post legitimately.
He can
It's not
score.
just like a. He's not okay. He's not shacking, backing people down, body. Oh, but yo, you get Kyrie in the post, up and under, footwork. It's elite, bro. Like elite. When you got guys.
You're talking about the skill. I'm
He's
talking about putting the ball in the basket.
I call
You're talking about
6'3".
You're talking about the skill.
6'3", right?
Yeah, you're talking about the skill.
What are the 6'3" guys posting up and doing post fades in the post?
You're talking about skills and the footwork.
At the elbow,
But at the
low block, whichever.
end of the day, we're talking about putting the ball in the basket.
I gotta look
right?
at some footage to see if he's actually got his back
Oh, he
to
got-
the basket.
you gotta
the
go look.
entire
He's got
time.
footwork. No, I agree with
I ain't
Kendall.
just
He's-
talking about footwork.
Please
I'm
go
talking
look.
about back to the basket, making contact.
dribble.
bam,
Oh, I
Shimmy,
agree.
post fade.
hook,
I'm not
up and
no, he's
under,
not hooking.
layup,
Come
up
on,
and
that's what, he's not going to hook
okay,
shot.
Going
not
through
no
those.
hook, up and under, lay.
Buckets.
Okay,
Elite.
I agree.
And ones.
I agree with you. Footwork is elite.
Finishing over
All of
defenders.
that.
I want to see.
He's the
I gotta
best
look.
scorer in the league, bro.
I'll give it
Better
to
than
Steph.
James Harden.
I give it to Steph.
That's
He scores better than Steph. He scores better than KD.
that's a lot of players.
It's a lot of people, bro.
Dame.
He scores better than Dame.
Like
He's a better scorer than Dame. He's a better scorer than DeRozan. He's a better scorer than Embiid.
DeRozan's averaging over 35.
Yeah, over the last 6 games, he's had 30 plus points, and he's average. I think he's the 4th leading scorer right now. Joel Embiid is
that's what I'm
leading
saying.
the league in
That's what I'm saying.
29.7
I
points.
think you're talking about skill, the way he does it. You're talking about
No.
the way he does it. We're talking about putting the ball in the basket. I agree with you.
I don't understand the difference. Like, what do you mean? Like,
You're talking
his
about
skill set-
the way that he does, because we're naming players that's doing it at a higher clip. You're just talking about the way he's doing it.
No,
Up
I
and
said
under,
a better score. Like
up and under.
overall,
he's
a
not
better
putting up numbers like none of these other players that we just naming. Dame, Steph, DeRozan. He's not putting up the same number. Like they're doing it consistently. So
I'm about to see who's the NBA's top leading scorers right now.
like they're doing it consistently. So that's what we're saying. Like you're saying he's the best scorer in the league, but
He
we're
is.
talking about guys this year.
The numbers. We're not
that's
talking about
doing it consistently on a night to night basis.
Not the highlight.
They're not having 6, like you just said. They're not having 6 games off and fresh and coming back and playing everybody else who's been playing. These are guys going in and out, night out, putting up these numbers.
Right. Not the highlight of it, but the numbers.
All right, so
we're gonna
right now,
we gonna count out. Dame just dropped what? He went on a straight. He dropped like 40 straight for like 2 weeks.
here's
Not too
here's
long.
the top 5.
Like,
Here's
come
the
on.
top 10 NBA scorers right now. Joel Embiid averaging 29.7.
Joel.
Giannis averaging 29. LeBron averaging 28.9. DeRozan 28.3. Trae Young 27.8. Luka Doncic 27.4. Ja Morant 27. Donovan Mitchell at 25. Jokic at 25 and Tatum at 25.
He's not even top 10.
No, he's not. He's not even playing the same amount of games.
Okay, so
That
what
gives,
is he?
and that gives him a better opportunity because
He's
he has
averaging. He can't
that's a
play.
better- that's
Bro,
a-
remember he couldn't play. He wasn't playing at all.
that hurts his argument.
They just lifted it up as far as for him to play road games, and he's averaging 25.
That's what I'm saying. That means he has an even lesser chance of mistake. He has a bigger margin than those guys are doing it night in and night out.
Kyrie's not even. Kyrie's
if
not
he
even in NBA game shape.
If he comes back and plays 5 games and
He's in
one of
shape.
them
He's in NBA game shape.
No,
because
he's not, bro.
if he
You
comes back
just
and
said
plays
he brought
5
them
games
10.
and he drops
He brought
30
them
and
back
one of
from
them,
10.
he's gonna have a high average.
against
He's
the Bucks.
He's a scorer, bro. That's naturally in him. I'm talking about strictly as a basketball player, bro. As a hooper. All right, stop looking at, you know what I'm saying? Look at the analytics and the numbers.
We're not just talking about analytics.
We're
You're
talking
telling me
about-
a guy that just dropped 35 one night, and then I'm supposed to come and agree with you.
No, I'm not expecting you to
When I
agree with
see Damian Lillard go out and for 2 weeks, dude drops over 40, and I'm automatically supposed to say Kyrie's a better scorer than him, and he's averaging 25, and Dame is fighting for his team to get in the playoffs every year, but he's putting up these type of numbers, 50s, 40s. Like, that's kind of ridiculous.
To say he's not a better scorer?
Because again, I'm saying you're talking about the way he's scoring. You're not talking about putting the ball in the basket.
I'm not talking about the
That's
way
what you
he's
have to-
scoring. I'm
that's
talking
what
about
you have
him
to be.
being a scorer. He's the best scorer in the NBA. He is. Kyrie Irving, pound for pound, is the best scorer in the NBA, bro. He does everything every other 6'7", 6'5", 6'8" guy does, and he's doing it at 6'3".
You're talking about the
Posting?
way he's scoring. But I'm
So
naming
when you
I'm
say the way
naming
he's
gu-
scoring, I don't understand why you keep saying the way he's scoring. What do you
because
mean by
we're
that?
talking. You're saying he's.
Hold on, can you
you're
answer
saying-
that? What do you mean by the way he's scoring?
The
I feel
same
like
thing-
everybody does the same way. If it's a layup, jump shot, free throws, up and under. So
Exactly. So,
Euros, what are you talking about? The way he's scoring.
That's exactly what I'm saying. You're caught up in the way he's scoring, his footwork. How I'm going to he's doing post fades. He's scoring that way. Cool.
Mm-hmm.
He's averaging 25. You're saying he's the best scorer in the league. And then I go on the other page
Mm-hmm.
and I have Damian Lillard, who his footwork may not be as sharp, but he's averaging 30-something points. How in the world is Kyrie a better scorer than Dame? I'm not saying this year because he's hurt. He's hurt. He's hurt.
All right,
He's
let's
hurt.
go to his whole career then.
He's hurt. So that's what I'm saying. Like that's why I'm confused at. How can we say he's the best scorer, but then I can look down the bench at people in his position who score more than him?
When you say more, okay, that's fine. But if it's the last 8 minutes or the last 6 minutes of a game, and I'm looking at Kyrie consistently go 5 for 7, 5 for 8, 14 points, or whatever like that, I'm looking at it from that standpoint. Okay, great.
Then, okay, I'm gonna use Dame as the same example. When you see Dame ringing off 8, 9 shots in a row when his team needs to get in the playoffs, when we're talking about back in the bubble, and when they're struggling to get in, he's going for 50 and doing that in the fourth.
Dame's averaging 24 points right now.
Dame is hurt this year. He's not playing anymore.
I'm just saying, okay.
He's not hurt. He's hurt.
He's hurt. That's fine, but he's averaging 24. That's the
He's been
same
hurt
thing
for a while.
Okay, but Kyrie hasn't been playing. I don't want to hear he's hurt. He's not playing. Kyrie wasn't playing. No preseason.
That's cool.
No offseason.
He's still an NBA player. He knows how to stay in shape.
Okay, that's fine, but he's not in the same shape, mid-season form like these other guys are. He's not. When you're looking at the game, I'm not talking about just last night.
Which is better for him.
So what do you mean that's better for him? So
Because he's not tired. Everybody else has already been playing half the season.
You're a basketball player, right, Elijah?
I know what you're talking about, basketball shit.
No, I'm
but
talking
what is
you
the same thing that happened when LeBron got hurt? He missed half the season. Everybody was saying LeBron's going to come back rested, right?
No,
Because
I don't remember that at all.
There's no mileage on your body.
I don't remember that at
It was
all.
before the bubble.
We can't use LeBron. LeBron is an anomaly. He spends $1 million on his body.
He was hurt. Bubble season. He was hurt. They all won the championship. The same thing everybody kept saying when they came
That's
back.
why we got
is
okay.
LeBron got a lot of rest. He's gonna come back rested. He should be able to do everything better. He's still LeBron James. Same thing with Kyrie. I'm not taking nothing from Kyrie. Kyrie is Kyrie. He is one of the most elite players, top 5. I'm not taking that from him.
Scores in our league
I'm saying,
right now. Where's the butt coming from? I don't know. You just said he's elite, top 5, X, Y, and Z.
I said top 5 player. He has a lot.
Okay.
But that's when we're talking about scoring.
Okay, he's the best scorer in the league, bro. How he does it, that's a plus. But he's putting the ball in the basket when you need it.
I don't see how we get past that. He's averaging. How do you have people averaging more than him and you say he's the best scorer in the league? Joel Embiid is averaging how much?
29.7.
30.
30. Okay, wow. Joel Embiid.
So tell me again how Kyrie's the best scorer in the league?
Kyrie's the best scorer in the league because he can not only post up, he's hitting threes.
He does it. Right back to the same
That
thing.
doesn't make
I know what you're
So
saying.
you can tell me if a nigga averaging 12 threes a game, that's 36. That's 36 points, right? Mm-hmm. So he's averaging 36 points. What does it have to do with the way he does it? What does that have to do with that thing?
Then we could say that about all the other players, though. All right, well, Dame can do post work or whatever he does.
I don't see Dame in the post. Dame is sidestep working out.
Well, I'll use somebody else who can do a post then. Whatever name is out there.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? It doesn't matter technically how they
it's
put
done.
the basket.
It doesn't
how
matter.
they put the ball in the basket.
That's what I'm getting at.
It's about the
So,
numbers.
What do you mean about the numbers, bro?
What are the numbers saying? How many are you're only averaging 21?
You're going back to how he's doing it.
You're only averaging 21, but I'm averaging 25. So that means I'm putting the ball more in the basket than you are over
Joel Embiid is averaging 30. How is Kyrie the best scorer in the league?
Bro,
There's
And he's a
guy
big man.
over here.
And he's a big man. He don't even bring the ball up the floor.
Well, he is shooting threes though.
come on, man. Like
He is shooting threes
like,
now,
I'm
which
talking
is a
to
plus
hoopers,
for
bro. I want to
Embiid.
look when we
That's a
argue
plus for
basketball.
Embiid.
When we talking
Because he's
basketball,
opening his game now.
when we talking basketball, I want to talk to guys that like hoopers. You're a hooper. You're a hooper.
Yeah.
Right.
Mm-hmm.
So me going to Embiid versus Kyrie, who's a better scorer? Just because Embiid's averaging 29 points right now does not mean
Embiid-
he's a better scorer.
Do you see how Embiid is playing right now?
Okay, he's playing great, bro. That's this year. That's fine. Okay, that's Embiid. That's great. But
People been saying he's the best big man scorer
gonna-
for years.
all right,
Who's on that top 10 again?
One on
We need to compare somebody that is like at least the same size as
So you want to keep it the same.
Trae Young.
What's
Trae Young is averaging 27 right now.
okay. So and what is Kyrie averaging?
5.
25.
All right, so on paper, Trae Young is a better scorer on paper.
What Trae Young gonna do with Kyrie when they 1-on-1?
I mean, on defense or offense?
Trae Young's on defense. Kyrie got the ball
Kyrie's going to score.
every time, right?
But on paper, it looks like Trae Young's going to score more than Kyrie.
Who's getting the
So
most
what is Kyrie going to do when he has to check ball?
in Atlanta? In Atlanta right now, who's their main guy?
Trae Young,
Trae Young, right?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so naturally, who's gonna be taking more of the shots?
your best
Trae Young.
scorer on your
Damian Lillard, who's the best player out there in Portland?
team. Damian Lillard,
Damian Lillard, who's gonna be taking most of the shots?
your best scorer.
Your best scorer. Kyrie, okay, he played with Bron, right? Kyrie, the year
No. Let's talk about the current situation he's in.
okay, current situation he's in right now,
Mm-hmm.
playing with KD. KD's hurt. James Harden, a bust.
He's out of there.
Or whatever like now.
You're
So
clearly the best scorer on your team.
So now, Kyrie's the best scorer on his team, right?
Mm-hmm.
He only can play road games, and the time that he's scoring, he's the focal point, and they have won games. All right?
Good stuff.
They have won games based off of his scoring. We have to understand it's a difference. Just because you're a fresh leg, you haven't played, oh man, I ain't played in 2 months. Basketball is about rhythm.
Can they do the average on the games that he is playing? So every other game,
games that he's played is 25.
Okay.
He's averaging 25 in the games that he's played. He doesn't play home games. He didn't play any preseason or postseason or anything like preseason. Didn't have anything like that. Mm-hmm. So these
in
guys,
the games that he is playing,
My bad.
he's
good.
a scorer.
in the game, yeah,
Elite.
Yeah, he's scoring. He is scoring, but
He's scoring better than Dame. He's a better scorer than Dame. Better scorer than all of these guys. It's Kyrie, bro. I think like we get caught up in a lot of times when Kyrie left Bron. We like miss the fact that this man is elite on all levels, but him not being vaccinated and doing all that, we get the delusions of grandeur, bro.
I think 2 minutes.
I think he's a top level scorer, but when I start matching up with Dame and Steph, they scoring too. It's the only way. The only difference between them is how he's doing it. It's more flashy and it's a little more fundamental.
Dame gives Steph 30 every time they play. Matter of fact, 40.
He gives
Okay.
LA 40 every time
Because
he plays.
He puts the ball in the basket.
He puts the ball in the basket,
That's what
bro.
I'm saying.
Kyrie puts that ball in the basket better than Dame does. Okay? Like when it comes to times when we need you to score, Kyrie is scoring pick and roll, euros, in the post, up and unders, scoring against bigs, finishing with the
Dame
left.
does all that and has some bodies on some bigs.
Bodies is fine. He maybe so you saying he dunks better? Great.
No, I'm saying though. You're
Dame
saying
can
you're
have
saying
that.
you're saying he finishing over there, and I'm telling you, Dame is finishing over people, and he's catching bodies on people.
If I need a bucket on any part of that court, post, elbow, anywhere, if I need to score,
I feel like the only
if
place
I
we
need
keep
a
going
bucket
back to is the
if I need
post.
bro,
I feel like the only
when Dame hit clutch shots, what is Dame doing? Side step, catch and shoot, right?
Yeah.
Okay. You
and
need a
so
bucket.
going to the bucket too.
If it's a stretch over the 5 or 6 minutes, Kyrie is giving you every spot on the court: mid range, tray ball, free throw, up and under, finishing at the rim. I don't see, like I said.
Now we taking stuff from Dame because now you're not watching Dame.
See, hold on,
because I know you're not watching.
I didn't
Dame
even say
saying
Dame
that.
didn't do any of those things.
You just-
I said Dame. If we seen clutch buckets from him, it's either been a tray ball, but it's never been a boom.
No,
Get
and that's
down
what
to
I'm
the elbow.
and that's
post
what I'm
fade. When have
and
you
that's
ever
what I'm
seen Dame
saying.
post fade?
That's what I'm saying. We keep
you're
going
down-
back to the
when
post.
you're-
That's the only thing you keep saying is
When you're down
post
one,
fade,
'cause
post
he's
fade,
6'3".
post fade.
When you're down one and your team needs a bucket, Kyrie is actually trying to get to his spots and score. Dame is gonna boom.
That's a lie.
When have you seen Dame ever do a post fade when they're down 1 or 2?
You keep saying post fade is the only thing you're
I'm
going
asking-
to. I've
I'm
seen
asking you,
Dame.
when have you
I've
seen
seen
it?
Dame hit layups. I've seen Dame get to the free throw. What are you talking about? I seen Dame get him to the short corner pull up.
Damian
Jumpers everywhere.
Damian
What are you
Lillard's
talking
most
about?
Damian Lillard's most iconic moments
His
scoring have been
iconic
for
moments
what?
are from range. He has
That's
iconic
it.
moments, but that's because that's all the highlights they play. But if you watch Damian Lillard play, he's scoring from all over the floor.
Bro, he's not
That's the
scoring all
only
over
reason
the
the
floor like
threes.
Kyrie.
That's the only reason the threes is like that because he's scoring from all over the floor.
Well, I'll tell you what. We're
By no means.
gonna pick this up on the next episode.
By no means. Kyrie's the best scorer.
We
in the
should have
NBA.
a Kyrie, Dame, and Steph, in my opinion, and Ja Morant showdown.
No, Ja's too young to be in that conversation.
All right, well,
No. Yo said that Ja Morant
I say he
can
could
lead
play-
a team to the
He's a
finals.
better leader.
And you can say he can lead them to the playoffs. So he's not out of this
He's a better
conversation.
leader.
We're gonna have a guard. We're gonna have a 1 and 2 guard showdown on our next episode. I think we should. Maybe we should play some clips of each and dissect them. I think that would be pretty cool.
I'm telling you, Kyrie's going to win every time.
All right, we're
Yeah,
gonna
I
try
agree.
that.
I agree.
We're gonna try
'cause
that.
I agree. I never.
Hold on, E. We got.
Yeah,
wrap it
I
up,
never
man.
took that.
But look,
He does it.
Dame's going to win every time.
What episode is this again?
This is 14.
14. All right. Well, I hope you guys enjoyed this show. This was episode 14 of the Fast Break
14.
Podcast.
Peace.
My boy E.
Yeah.
My boy C.
Yup.
It's your boy Mo. We signing out. Peace.